Hello there. What's going on, everyone? X-Wing Wave 7 is delayed till September and potentially later. We're going to be talking about this. There was a tweet from Fantasy Flight today. They've updated their upcoming page with a lot of news. We're going to talk about X-Wing today. Still no word yet also on the N1 Starfighter. We're still waiting more for that. So I know a lot of people keep asking me about that. So I just figured I would let you know that once I know something, you'll know. I'll bring that to you just as soon as we get that information. Now, before I talk more about the delays, I do want to thank my sponsor, Luxury Playstyle. If you haven't already, be sure to check out luxuryplaystyle.com. Amazing tokens. You're going to get these full metal tokens. You can save 15% by using my code Crabbok VIP. That also helps out the channel. But yes, dude, check these out. They are amazing, especially if you want to get one of those Chrome N1s. Get some Chrome tokens also. It's going to look pretty darn cool. All right, so let's go ahead and talk some more about this announcement. So FFG tweeted yesterday, all upcoming FFG releases have been impacted by COVID-19, but we have now updated our upcoming page with our latest information regarding releases. Please note that these dates are estimates and are still subject to change as the situation develops. If you go to the upcoming page, you're going to see a couple of things. There are some releases still set for April, but a lot of stuff has been pushed back well beyond April, specifically with X-Wing Wave 7. These are now currently scheduled for September. Now, this means a couple of things. First off, X-Wing is pretty far behind the power curve right now on where they were wanting to be, because originally, I think for the first estimations, these things were supposed to be out this month. They were actually supposed to be out in April. They could have, in theory, been in our hands already. So that's certainly an unfortunate delay for a lot of people who were kind of overdue on getting some new X-Wing stuff. It feels like it's been a long time. But this also can tell us a couple other things, too. This could mean that these are actually going to be early released at Gen Con. August, September are so close to each other. If they are shooting for a September release, it stands to reason they may have some in hand when Gen Con rolls around. If Gen Con rolls around, it certainly may. It does kind of feel like a lot of people are anticipating businesses starting to open again, some as early as next month. And, of course, all of this is subject to change. All we can really do is guess and hope and do our best to practice social distancing and, do our part. And hopefully you guys are all doing your part, staying home and, just doing the best you can. But these are just estimates, because all it takes is, a couple days of, more exponential, bad news, and then all of this gets pushed back even further. But what I think is the good takeaways from all of this is that there are still some releases that have been updated to say May, which means the supply chain should start again in May if all projections go the way that it seems they may go, which is potentially good news. It's kind of feels like maybe we can start to see the light at the end of the tunnel right now for people who are waiting on product and want to get back to gaming. So, that's really cool. And maybe that's just me being an optimist. I would love to hear from you guys what you guys think. Do you think that May could be the month where we start to go outside again and go out to maybe interact with people again? I don't think it's going to be as simple as just flipping a switch and all of a sudden everything's back to normal. I think it's going to probably be a more slower, gradual reopening. And, hey, you can still go out, but limit stores to no more than 10 people. And, you can still go out, but, 6 feet, keep your social distancing. And let's ease back into this. And I think that's probably going to be something that starts to happen a little bit more. But I don't think they were just going to say, all right, everything is exactly the same as it was before, because certainly not everything should be the same as it was before. I think there's probably a lot of people, I'm not going to name names, but there's probably a lot of people out there who weren't really washing their hands very often, especially even after they go to the bathroom. So, for those things, those definitely need to stay the same all the way through. Like, keep washing your hands. Don't go back to the way they used to be. So a lot of those good practices need to be implemented moving forward. People may still even wear masks after everything is done for the foreseeable future. That's entirely possible. So there may be a lot of things that don't go back exactly to the way they were. But I think as far as like shipping and the supply chain, a lot of that really could come back. And I think that's great. I think that is great news. So I'm curious to hear what you guys think. For followers of other games too, Legion has got some stuff pushed back to September, but also has some stuff also coming out still in May, at least according to plan. And Armada doesn't have any news on there yet, but kind of I have reached out and I'm waiting to hear some, if Armada has been impacted by this new schedule at all. There's certainly not anything on here about it. Another thing, the second thing about this is the other X-Wing products that were talked about during the last live stream, primarily the Aces packs. Aces packs are not on here yet, so we have no updated information on the Aces packs when they're being pushed back to. All I can guess is maybe if we're lucky in time for the holidays, maybe in time for December release, that would probably be pretty good for X-Wing people, since they're not going to have a whole, especially if that's your main game or maybe you're even your only game, you're going to want a long time. By the time September rolls around, you've gone a long time without any new products, so you're going to be well overdue. And by the way, this is only 3 factions worth of stuff, so maybe, just maybe, you're not getting anything new if you're a single faction player. So, I'm really hoping that this is just the first step towards getting everything full blown and kicked off again. So I would love to hear from you guys. Also, reminder, there is still a new giveaway going on right now for a $25 Amazon gift card. All you have to do is be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's as simple as that. And that's about all I've got to talk about today, everybody. It's basically September for Wave 7. Still haven't got anything else on anything else coming out after this, but we'll have to wait and see. Again, also, nothing new about the N1 Starfighter. When I know something, I'll pass that on to you. All right, guys, that is about all I've got. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Don't forget to click subscribe, click that bell. It definitely helps the channel. If you want to support the channel a little bit further, there are links for social media where you can follow me on Facebook and Twitter. If you want to help on Patreon, you can definitely help out there. One of the things I've been asking patrons for is to submit some lists for some battle reports. I could be either lists you want me to play against or lists you want me to use. So we've already got some takers on there, so that'll actually be coming up here pretty soon. And then also there's also merch and t-shirts, and I've got the Double Critical podcast, and we got shirts for all that stuff, and there's links. All of that stuff is in the description below. So if you want to help support the channel, there's definitely places you can go down there. All right, guys, that's all I've got. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Big thanks to the patrons on Patreon. You guys are amazing. Thank you for your continued support. And as always, have a great day.